going to propose to a guy ever.
And tomorrow,
where do you live, Henry?
Are you in Lagos?
I want to
Are you in
get
Nigeria?
married.
How will you not feel
Just like
attached
a
after
must.
sex?
Yeah.
Like, no.
About every parent becomes the police
Okay.
in the lives of their kids.
Proposing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring. And
Okay,
no,
okay.
no.
So-
guy, never reach me will marry me.
That's like you popping question.
there was a communication, something happened. So there's something like accidental
I'm
pregnancy.
working more than 12 hours because I'm going to wake earlier than him to take care of the children.
Do you know you are naturally, supernaturally built that way?
yeah,
Do you know? Do you know?
Imagine what
God has divinely made you like that.
Imagine.
Hi. Welcome, guys, to the lounge, guys. Today has been wonderful. I don't know whether it's because of the cool weather. No. I think I'm one of the many that is enjoying this rainy season. I'm enjoying it to the fullest. And once again, of course, I am welcoming you to the lounge. My name is Margaret Osazua, and you'll be seeing a familiar face because she has been here before. Drum roll, please. Bang, 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 bang. That's how my own drum used to sound. Marvelous! Hi! It's a soft voice for me. And of course, our professor, our own professor. No, please. Majuba, that is John.
Igwe.
Never go school finish.
This person that just joined us. Now you see the energy. That's what I like. Look at the energy. Are you feeling the energy? Now imagine how these conversations are going to be with this kind of energy. Now, of course, as usual, now your favorite storyteller is here. And there have been so many things going on the internet this entire week. But first of all, let's start with one that made me laugh. This one made me laugh, honestly. And that was the case of a young man who went to FCMB Bank, told himself that, I'm going to hack these people today. So he first went into the restroom, locked himself inside the restroom to the closing of the day. I will see what I want to say about this restroom matter, but let me finish the story first. Now, he locked himself in. Now, at the end of closing hours, staff members that left, this guy now crawled out with a ladder from the ceiling. Came into the office. I said, working on systems. So, first thing that caught my attention was, I don't understand. What were you thinking would happen? That you will hack an entire bank? John, what was the first thing that came to your mind? Because that was the first thing that came to my mind. What was he thinking?
I don't know. I don't think anything entered my mind because it is entirely stupid. I don't know if he was planning to possibly maybe when he finishes whatever he planned to do, he will now climb the ceiling back.
But
And come from where?
No, he will now
Wait.
come down when during work hours. Now come out of the toilet like he
A
just
visitor.
entered the toilet.
Yeah, maybe
That
that's
kind of
his
stuff.
motive.
I was just thinking like the planning, the plot.
He will finish the whole
planning
hacking
is
of
not
the
for him.
system,
Planning-
wait till the next day,
Yes.
and I'll come out like a visitor. Oh, I just came to say hi to you guys.
Definitely.
How?
Do you know?
Plan is
That's-
not for everybody.
Yeah, that's why my
Nah.
mouth is open. Like, how did you think? I can never conceive such an idea. Like, people are intelligent in this Nigeria. Even we should
No,
just
that man
beg
is not intelligent.
No, see, wait. We have very creative people in this country.
That one is not creative. You can't call that creativity.
I'm even helping you. You see it now.
No.
Because how do you sit there and just think to yourself, I'm going to hack a bank. I'm going to hack a bank system. Okay, for what? Maybe the aim is to transfer money into his account.
Of course,
That they will
that
still
should be the
trace.
utmost now.
Economy is hard.
That they will still trace. Or how did he get into the roof?
So I don't know. I think
finish
he's
planning.
one with a whole lot of talents anyway.
That's why I said he's
feel like-
creative. How did he
Because-
Okay, now that restroom that he locked himself in, so are they telling me that no staff member went to ease themselves throughout that day and they just found one toilet locked? Is that what they're telling me?
No,
Maybe I
Is
don't
it
know.
possible?
Maybe he would
but
have
even if a staff member walks into the toilet and the toilet is locked, will you open the door?
No, the person will not be concerned.
So for the entire day.
Of
I don't
course
think
not.
most of them are always concerned. Maybe
How
put that out of bound stuff.
Yes, now.
Don't knock type shit.
How many people goes to the toilet
Yes.
on an average day? I think you should even consider that. Some people go into the office and never visit the toilet and they go home.
Is that normal?
Yeah, it's not abnormal either way.
Some people don't like using public restrooms.
Okay, maybe. So they don't drink water for the entire day. So what do they do?
They have camel story.
Please, I beg.
There is
Okay, so and now let's just move up from this one. So there's this very nice baddie online. I didn't get to see her face, And she came up to say that she does not understand why this man has been chasing her for 11 years. Guys, calculate this 2025. So since 2014, this guy has been chasing this girl. This guy now came to her DM and said,
The guy
I've been chasing you now since 2014.
in
They
the-
shanu me.
and they keep receipts.
Please now. The girl now said the funny thing is the guy got married, got divorced, and he's back. And I'm like, bro, so what's going on?
You should give up. Please.
Why?
No.
You should give
But
up.
this is love. Is this not love?
What? That's not love. That's what is called this now. When you are pursuing somebody.
Obsession.
Thank you. That's obsession. Obsession of the highest order. Because
He's in,
why?
He's in love.
I-
He's even begging her to please.
I don't think
please.
I don't think it's obsession. I think it's defining your target and going after it.
Excuse me, that's not target. Please. Let's not go there. No. That's stupidity.
I mean,
craziness.
To be successful, you have to, desire to acquire all this perspire stuff.
It's giving. I will not relent. I will be persistent.
So you get,
Play.
all these motivational speakers and stuff. You really cannot. You need to trace that guy very well. He's possibly part
But
of
I've
all
never
these
seen a
people.
more persistent man. 11 years. So all the while he was married to his wife, he was still thinking of the
No,
girl. So he now
I don't
divorced
think
his
he was
wife.
thinking of her. I think he went on break, maybe vacation or something like. He's the marriage as vacation.
Wow. Wow, you guys are doing a lot. And when I saw that post on the internet, I was like, how possible is it that for 11 years
Do you know it's 11
you
years?
stick with one person? Like, even when the person is like telling you no, you are just, can you just really dwell on a particular person for years because you really like this person?
What do you mean by years? I don't. You first start
from-
for months.
Okay, sorry. For months. Let's start from months.
Like, it's not like it is impossible. It is not impossible. Of course, when you talk about this force of attraction and feelings and stuff like that, it has a lot to do with you and your acceptance. You get. So why you cannot control the people you like at times? You know, there are sometimes you just see people and you just like them. You don't even know their name or anything. So you cannot control that kind of liking in the initial state. But then you have the power to say, I want to chase this liking or I don't want to. So it's possible technically
That you can
to
go
chase
those
someone for
span.
11 years, but then it's crazy.
I'm sorry, but love is not do or die.
So this is not, nobody has called this thing love. Please,
That thing that man is doing is not do or die.
God bless you. That's better.
He can die there. He can die there in the whole process of chasing the person.
Do you
He
know
can
that?
die
Do you know
there.
that if he got married the year he met that lady, no, that's possibly not the year he met her. That's the year he
possibly not.
started
Yeah,
chasing
exactly.
her. So if he got married the year he met her, his child would be in secondary school.
Do you understand?
Ha!
2 years
Ha!
of your time,
Like
everything.
his own child too would have started falling in love.
That one saved day.
Do you know that the girl is even, as the girl was speaking, it was obvious in her write-up that she was still not going to accept him.
But why did you get
So are we
to do
going to
like
add
that?
2026 to it now?
She want to be like the
I mean,
man.
see, Bible say if you ask, it will be given unto you.
No!
You see that same Bible say we should pursue till. He say he said something like until your cup is full. Something like that.
Okay.
John.
So this guy is literally,
So you are going to quote scripture again.
like
John.
Like
no.
Jesus
See,
did not put that thing
no, calm
in
down, calm down,
consideration
calm
when
down.
he was writing
No,
the Bible.
calm down. I just not put everything in context. You get it's meant for us.
Oh
So
my
you
God.
cannot just entirely look at the aspect of the guy. Yes, the guy don't fuck up. Everybody agree. Now, but what is the lady thinking about for 11 years? How far now?
See.
Everything my guy now.
I'm sorry, but the guy does not have friends.
Can you do it?
I can't.
I mean, it's love.
No,
No, see, let me explain this thing. You both are not.
it's madness. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm going to stand with you, sir. You are doing so well. 11, wait, relax, listen. I want to sound like the man.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm not listening.
No, the man is like, this girl is the bone of my bone. She's the flesh of my flesh. She is my missing rib. If I'm not with this girl, I cannot survive. What if this girl is the bane of his existence?
As the bane
I
of
don't-
the
I don't-
existence,
I
no
don't-
want
I
to
don't-
agree. She will not give up.
But wait, what were we taught growing up? You don't just give up. You've gone too far.
To give
You've
up.
done too much
Okay,
to give up.
what's that gospel song?
No.
I can never.
Honestly, like there's just some things that you just like really 11 years, weeks, let's say minutes, seconds, then weeks, then months, then and the fact that he keeps coming back, and the fact that even the girls, how do you know that he got married? You two, how did you not know that he got married?
I'm sorry,
Well,
but wait, first question.
Okay.
The man does not have friends to advise him.
Hey, this thing called love, you don't know.
Mm.
This thing called love, you see the way John is doing.
Why you doing?
This thing called love, you don't
She
know.
means your gender. No problem. Now why they do?
See, this is the one that came out to the internet, please. It's applicable to every form
But
of human
then,
beings.
if he has friends, his friends are meant to advise him that, bro, give
That's
up.
if his friends know about it, right?
Exactly.
That's another part.
Yeah, true, Sha. But
If his
then
friends
you should
know.
just give
And
up.
what if
It's
his
too
friends
long.
even now know about it and they're like, okay, like Marvelous is saying, bro, give up. And bro is like, I sleep here. Like, this is it. See, I'm telling you, there are some people that, and I don't just want to liken this to like the males, like the male gender. I want to liken it to like both genders.
Yeah, human being.
You just see somebody and you just, they call it love at first sight. And for some people, their own love at first sight turns into obsession. Like, they want you every day. They want to be seeing you. They don't hear from you. They don't see you. They can go gaga. Do you know that thing actually happens? This one is just chasing her for 11 years now.
No,
She
you're
has
not.
not said that he used to come and wait at the front of her gate. Or, she understand? Or he's chasing her with
drop
calls,
flowers,
or he's already
drop
drawing
kidney.
her everywhere.
Yeah.
She's not saying that yet. But I'm telling you that there are people like that.
True, Sha.
This one is just chasing for 11 years now. He has not gone far. Like, he has not gone deep.
It's not going
Sure.
to. So the thing is, there's no context to the chasing here. Because I was even going to ask what is the meaning of chasing. So there's no context to the chasing here, because I don't want to believe all he's doing is maybe you don't wake up in the morning and be like, still do. You never change your mind.
Hello. Or this WhatsApp. They won January 1st. Hello. January 2nd. Hello. January 3rd. How are you doing?
I mean, talking about that kind of thing, I have a friend. My friend actually, let me not go deep so that people will not know what I'm talking about. So there's this guy I met from India. He's a software developer too. So this guy, we used to work together. You will not believe that. I don't know if it's up to 2 years now, but it's been a while. 2 a.m. every day. You see, hello, good morning, developer. Hello, good morning. My guy will just, because many times we work in the night and he'll be like, John, how far? Message don't enter. See, say reply this, then you say reply, I'm for waiting.
No, it's not fair. Why
I don't understand.
you be checking
So
at 12?
you can imagine. Me, sometimes I even want to think: did this set up an auto message or something like? It
also
knows to
very
miss the
possible.
time. Knows to
It's
miss
also
the
very
time or something like
possible.
that. So you can imagine that this is work related.
Yeah.
It's not even affection or anything.
Yeah.
So then you can imagine when you now
You love someone.
have something pushing you. Oh my God.
How sweet.
Joe, mind yourself.
Now, moving from the pushing. So there have been several narratives on the internet saying that if men want traditional women, they should also be traditional men. Now, so this young lady stands up to say that women know their worth now and women will not settle for less. For instance, she made an instance that we are 9 to 5ers.
Okay.
We come back from work, or 9 to 8ers. We come back from work and you know that I've been stressed. You know my job routine. I know yours. So why won't we try as much as possible to help ourselves? Why do you think that it's a woman's job to get into the kitchen, cook, clean, sweep, still take care of the children because you want me to be a traditional woman? So she's saying that if you want a traditional woman, you to be a traditional man, you to stay at home sometimes, do certain things sometimes. And everybody just had a lot of things to say, several perspectives. And this particular woman caught my attention. And she said, and I quote her, that woman was a walking red flag.
A woman said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A woman said that to her, that she was a walking red flag for speaking like that. So because I'm a woman, my brother's a woman, so I'm going to start with John. John, do you think that lady that made that statement is a walking red flag?
So I don't like to just judge straight from what I see or something like that. So if actually the way you said it is what she said, then I don't consider it as a red flag. Except there was
the
a
lady that
way.
you were watching online that was shouting? Her voice was a bit high.
Okay, so
Yeah, she was very passionate.
except this lady is speaking to how the message was conveyed. But then if it is for the content of the message, I feel like it makes total sense. Everybody know what they want, sort of. So there's no big deal about it. Nobody is forcing you to settle down with anybody. You get. So I usually tell people that, okay, I have my desires. If I meet a lady today and I want to get married to her, then of course she has hers also, and then we have to meet somewhere. Otherwise, it's not a marriage. It does not make any
you have to
sense. You
compromise
get.
at some
So
point.
if she's saying she's more aware right now as a result of information filling the whole air and stuff like that, and she feels she wants to chase this information, she wants to be, because it's one thing to actually have information, it's one thing to want to be a part of that information. So if she's saying she wants to exploit it to the highest, she wants to, because I used to talk with a friend of mine some time ago, and she said something like she's not thinking about marriage right now, she wants to walk, she wants to do this. And I asked her that, okay, she said she wants to do some things. So I said, I'm sorry. So I said, what are these things you want to do? Does marriage prevent you from doing these things? So when I had this, conversation, I discovered that most of the things she was saying, marriage actually will not prevent her. But because of she has heard several experiences and seen so many things, she feels like, okay, yes, marriage can actually, but in the actual sense, marriage will not prevent her from doing what. So let me just stop there.
Of course. Let me quickly move to Marvelous on that note. So now, looking at what this lady has said, we are ladies. You're working hard during the day, but you have a family to take care of.
Yeah.
Now, most people would say that a woman's job, she's the homemaker. If
Out
you
of the
cannot
man.
care for your home, you are not a woman.
The
It's
man
not my
cannot.
word.
The man cannot care for you.
Wait, hold on. It's not my word.
Okay.
It's their word.
No problem.
So now they are saying that usually when our mothers were back in, like our mothers back in the day, I beg your pardon, they knew how to make a home. That these complaints that we are complaining now, everything that we're saying now, is because we are woke. Okay. We're trying to be woke. That it's not normal. That a woman is not supposed to be saying no because I'm a man. I'm going to work. She will say when you come back from work, you to enter the kitchen. No. He's the head of the family for a reason. He's your king. You worship him. You're the queen. You just do the queenly duties. So Marvelous, looking at your face, you're not thinking.
I'm not giving.
No.
Nah.
So what will happen to your kids?
Wait first.
What will happen to your
Let
husband?
me break it down.
Okay, please.
Like you said, now he's the king. I should worship him. As per what?
As your Lord and Master, what's wrong with you?
The one that seated on the throne is what? Please, that's the only person I'm worshiping. My husband, I married him for a reason. Sorry, I'm not married, but yeah, I'm gonna get married to him for a reason. And you can't expect me. I'm a 9 to 5. I will now come back by 8. Now expect me to enter kitchen. Let's now say that he's the one that came before me. Okay. You are not considerate enough to say, oh, hi darling, there's food on the table for you. Sorry, how was the traffic? Hope there was no traffic on the road. Blah blah blah. You not tell me I should enter kitchen for what?
But you know that there are men that traditional. Like they expect, there are some men even up to date that do not eat from the canteen. Like they can't eat out to save their lives. They can never.
I know that.
The least they can take outside is water.
I know.
Or maybe juice or something. But you see food.
I have one at home.
Now do you understand? So they are like that. Now they come home and they expect a good meal. Would you now say to them that, oh, you came back before me? You should have done something. I mean, you were here before me.
But then, will I marry someone that cannot cook?
Audible?
Will I marry someone that cannot cook?
Okay, so
should I answer for you?
So you'll be taking it when you meet him. Sorry, love, can you cook? Take. What if what he can cook? It's only a bike can.
She know that there is supposed to be a checklist before you get married to people.
Wow, that's another angle.
So
Marvelous.
There's supposed to be a checklist for me. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I have a checklist, Sha. Sorry. And you have to meet up to par, not like 100%, but then to an extent.
I like this.
I'm a Gen Z babe, please. I'm very sad. Don't play, bro.
This Gen Z will not put me into trouble. But really, yeah, I still think that it's sort of speaks to communication and partnership. If you are with somebody that you love, that you adore, I don't think that it's too much if you are the one that comes back from work early and you prepare a meal or just say, what would you like to have? Can we prepare something light? Knowing that maybe I'm not a great cook. It just means that you're considerate.
Or you could actually even order food.
Do you understand? It just means that you're considerate.
Exactly.
But sitting down and just crossing your leg and then
oh, my wife will come.
She's dragging her shoes, she's sweating, she first of all flings her wig. She does not even know her left from her right because she's exhausted. And then she now has to go into the restroom and then she has to start cooking. Maybe they even now this kind of men that maybe not like amala. Or they like semo.
I will not be sweating inside.
I
will not be sweating inside the amala.
And they'll tell you, please don't use pounding machine. So the kind of things that I've heard there.
Oh,
don't use pounding machine, no, please. I want natural.
Your hand.
You know, there was one day I saw somewhere online where one man said he doesn't like his wife using blender for pepper. You see that stone? That stone is. I think
what was that thing? What was that thing? It has a name.
The grinding stone.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about
that's what
he's. I remember.
That's what his wife uses.
I'm sorry, but if I know it's to my father's house, I cannot use it to my husband's house.
I was just really amazed, because like they'll say, what is sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. She's your wife. You didn't bring in a sleeve. You brought in a helpmate. So you should be able to help her. I don't know if you're the one online with us when we're discussing a particular man who his wife had like 3 kids for him. She was not pregnant with, or she just gave birth to 1. She had already 3, and then the man will wake up in the morning. Knows that those children will go to school. He won't even try to bathe those kids.
Okay.
Because at least the ones I know, they will even bathe the children. He won't try to do anything. He will just dash out of the house. And then she's going to work too. So she'll wake up, she'll cook, she will clean, she'll still take the children to school. And then one day she was having a conversation with the man, and the man said to her that he's working. That was his excuse. She was like, but I'm working.
She's working too.
I'm going out to work. And she was like, you must be joking. And she said, actually, that thing almost destroyed their marriage. But after therapy sessions, a lot of counselings and all, they got better and in a better place, which is a good thing. So I just think that it's a communication bridge. Is it selfishness, or you think it's a communication bridge?
Okay. It can be selfishness and it can be communication bridge. In the place of selfishness, I don't understand why it should be selfishness. Because this is my wife we're talking about. So I'm not yet married. But then I can imagine, okay, I've had crushes and stuff like that, and I know what it feels like to, adore someone and, get attracted to someone. So I cannot imagine if that is actually the experience people who get married have. And then I now want my wife
to going through all that.
You get, it does not make sense. I mean, I've met ladies in my life, that even my friends, who like to cook. They like the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, there are ladies who will tell you that, see, leave this your 9 to 5, you know, concern me. Just give me the kitchen and stuff.
Yeah.
So, if you want someone who will be in the kitchen,
24/7.
God has provided. They're everywhere on the planet. You get. And then if you want,
just be giving them money.
You get. And then if you want someone who possibly is going to, bring something while you are bringing something, then you have to think like a human being. You get. So I feel like it all comes from the place of information and ability to, or the willingness to accept that information. Trust me, everybody has 1 or 2 things that are wrong with their childhood and upbringing and stuff. There are so many things that have been sewn into my head that I possibly need a whole lot of prayers and thinking and stuff to, wash it away. You get that kind of stuff. So it now has to do with me accepting that this thing is actually a red flag.
See our Gen Z baby just I didn't want to call her a Gen Z. I said that she was still going to act more mature, like a senior. But she's like, I'm a Gen Z baby.
Please.
I'm soft life.
Bruh.
Like
soft life or nothing.
Soft life or nothing.
Period.
Like, please. All this ones John and Margaret are saying, I'm not understanding. Just give me money.
Right.
It's not about the money, but don't stress me.
Right.
Don't stress me.
This life.
I'm not getting married to you for stress.
Yeah.
I'm not an housewife. You did not tag me as an housewife. I am working. Okay, you're telling me, I should bring money at the end of the day. You can't tell me that, I should come to the kitchen for you. I should do all this. I'm not your slave. You're not my lord and master.
So you see, from what she's saying now, what I can get is she's not saying she cannot go into the kitchen or that she cannot actually come back from work and go into the kitchen. That's not the problem.
Yes.
The problem is when you decide to make it a standard.
Yes,
exactly.
That she must.
Every time.
So,
and do you know that there are some men that will even... I'm sorry, I'm coming for your gender a lot. They won't ask for 3 square meals. Like, and they'll tell you home cooked meal. Like, I usually don't really understand it. And they will not tell you, what are you even doing? I used to love it when I read stuff or I watch videos on the internet, real life scenarios, where the wives will say, I'm going to leave my husband with the kids for a day. I'm going to disappear.
And they'll now put camera in the house.
That there was a man on that particular that said he worships the ground that his wife walks on because she only left him with the kids for 1 day and he almost died. He said those kids almost took my life. He said from the bathing to the cooking to the cleaning, and he was like, how do you people even do it? How do you multitask? How do you do all these things at the same time and everybody is still intact? Like, I'm fine, my wares are fine, the children are fine, they look good, they don't look shabby.
They don't consider that one.
Do you understand? And sometimes they'll say a woman has superpowers, but I don't think it's about superpower. So there's a way you will love somebody that the person will be willing to do all these things.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
you. And there are some men that even now said on the program that, see, if you want a housewife, just be paying her. We're not talking about money for grocery shopping. Pay her since you want her to leave her job to be a full housewife, then
and
you
take care of you.
But of course, again, some people will argue that we are in a woke generation because of course this is not how our mothers used to do it. Anyway,
so but even talking about not how our mothers used to do it, our mothers did not go to work now. Did they actually go to work?
I don't think
I think the most of them
Most of them went to work,
farm.
but most of them went to work.
They did family farming.
True.
I don't
Some
know.
of them
I
had
don't
like
know.
little menial jobs. Is that what?
Most of them go to the market
Get,
now.
it's different.
Go sell
You get
things.
there's a difference between having a wife that possibly you open a kiosk close to the house for her where she sells, supermarket stuff and everything get.
Yeah.
And it's not like she's even entirely in charge of selling it and stuff like that. And even if she's the one selling it, at least those kind of stuffs are even less
Stressful.
body demanding and stuff compared to someone that has to just imagine in a place like Lagos where you have to jump. Maybe you never have vehicles.
Not jump bus in the morning.
This
Get to the office, your guy will stress
So-
your life.
so-
Come back to come and do.
If we decide
task.
to think like human beings,
Please.
if we decide to think like human beings, it does not make any sense. Sometimes I close from work here. More when I'm going home like this, I just know that I cannot on gas. I will just find bread one place and eat and go and sleep. Sometimes I just have to sleep like that. You get? So it's not because there's no food or there's no gas, but there are even sometimes I'm too tired to even do my work, like the work that fits me. Talk more of to cook.
Yeah. And you see that's it. But the funny thing, you see these things that you're experiencing now. When you now marry, it's like I want spirits to overwhelm them.
No.
They forget that there was
did
a
not
time
forget.
where
They did not
passing
forget. They
through.
possibly
got
did not
comfortable.
pass through that stage.
Are
So
you sure?
I'm very sure about
they
it.
didn't actually say you're coming back home
I don't
tired, and
see.
you can't cook.
No, I don't
you can't
see.
do anything.
I don't see human beings who pass through experiences and forget it.
People pass. I think people become more.
Oh,
very
are you
comfortable.
saying that they just want to put that responsibility
Yes, they
on
feel
their
like-
wife?
It is
Yeah.
who they are. It is not
I don't
about
think they've
them.
gone through
It's
it
not
though.
about them. It's not about them. It's not about them. Waking up one morning and just assuming that form. It has always been part of them. It grew with them, and they decided not to let it out. The only reason why they do what they do right now is possibly because there is no option. There is no choice. Of course,
an option.
if you want to hire. Okay, I'm not the person anyway.
Want to hire
But
a
then
private chef.
you can imagine how much do I have?
Yeah, money. Don't worry.
like you can imagine. So I feel like it's because there's so many things that we don't know we are as human beings. We don't know ourselves 100%. There's so many things we don't know we are, but when we're exposed to situations, we get to understand that so I can actually do these things. You get?
But the unfortunate thing is, some people have gone through this phase, and I just think they just get comfortable. Oh, she's my wife. I've paid a bride price. So yeah,
That's the mentality
that's
I'm
the
talking
mentality. I paid a bride. And were you the one on set again with me with that man that said he cannot marry a woman who has a higher degree than he
No,
is?
I was
That he
not
wants a woman that will worship. In fact, he said women are not meant to be loved. But anytime I remember that uncle, I
So
just
we are the
wanna
ones
know-
supposed to give
I
love.
just want to. It does not even.
How do
think
we
that
give love when we are not loved?
He doesn't even think that we amount to. If you see the way that uncle, but uncle, it's not your matter. I'm talking about it.
So if you
I don't know if it's
if you
fine.
look at this kind of person's statement, now you just understand that this is not something coming over him.
No, he's upbringing.
It's a process.
His own is even upbringing. He
Yeah.
saw his father do that with his mom,
You
and
get?
so.
That's
Okay.
tough.
But of course, let's just move on to the main conversation
Okay.
of the day. So all of those things we spoke about were some of the things that caused the stir online, and we just got to just jump on it a bit. So guys, so your legendary singer Tubaba is at it again. He used to do some really, really nice, I don't want to say nasty things, but
Adventurous.
and let me use just the word adventurous. So recently in an interview with Nedu Wazobia, he said a lot of things. And guys, I think out of the many things he spoke to was how he spoke to how a man is not supposed to just be sexually active with one woman. I'm paraphrasing because I might not be able to remember his words verbatim. So a man is not supposed to be sexually active with just one woman. A man's seed, if people understand the seed, it's not me that say it's him. That your seed, it's not for one woman. It's supposed to be going around different bus stop
doing
and
wonders.
out. Wandering around like dust. It's not me. So I mean, when I saw that first, I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Is he fine? Is he okay? But I then realized that Tubaba is Tubaba now. He's a like our Abraham. He's the father of many children. So why not, if not, will he not come
Even
up and
Abraham,
have...
now only one picking a born.
My brother.
Too.
But the father of many nations will come now. But you see
don't-
this one, he's Solomon. What's your color?
It's not Solomon that have plenty children.
She? Tell me
Are
Solomon.
we plenty wives?
Plenty wives.
Plenty wives. Yeah.
Solomon get wisdom.
True, sir.
So really, guys, yeah, most people online tend to agree with what Subaba said. They're saying that yes, it's the harsh truth and we should accept it. That a man is not wired to be with just one woman. And some people are saying that, Oga, it's only you. Pack your load, move. It's only you. So that bets our conversation today. Are men truly wired to be with more than one woman? Is the question. I want to know how you feel in the comment section. Let me know. Are men truly wired to be with more than one woman? Marvelous. Let's start with you.
First off, no. Let me answer the question. No.
No, are you sure?
Yes, no.
Okay, why?
Why would you say, oh, okay, you want to have another wife? How many wives won't pack for us?
Well, he doesn't want to be selfish. So just share this good news with just one woman. He wants to spread his horizon. I don't understand. Somebody wants to spread his tentacles. Are you going to tell him no?
That's a very stupid level of freedom. Yeah, he wants to be free by spreading his seed to multiple nations.
Yeah.
But then it not still makes sense at the end of the day. Because tell me why. Okay, let's take it back today. I don't want to sound too religious now, but then where we all originated from.
Yeah.
Adam got married to Eve. He did not marry two wives. God did not bring two wives to the Garden of Eden. Can't we follow that lineage? Is that not the path that all of us came from?
Yeah, I know that's the part that we came from, but Two-Face is seeing it in a biological sense. You know that sometimes when, I don't know whether he studied sciences, so there's something that the sciencing has done to him. He sat down, he talked about his reproductive organ, talked no. Why just only me? I'll just carry only for one woman. No.
I think that question that
spread.
you asked me now should just be focused on him. If he wants to dominate his seed, he's free.
So
But to the remaining sensible. Oh Lord Jesus.
You're taking out another place.
Do you understand?
Come back, please.
What's Margaret asking
No,
me?
it's understandable. Some things are actually out of our reasoning.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
It's understandable.
But I feel like the remaining rest of us that have sense in this country should not have more than one wife.
But let me tell you, you're just crying. Most people say you're just crying because I've heard time and time again where men will just say, "Oh, men are polygamous in nature. There's no monogamy
It's
here. Men are polygamous in nature." Do you understand?
Do they
Rising
consider the
narrative.
women that they get married to?
See, let me tell you, that's what you're saying. They are not considering you. They are telling you that they are polygamous in nature.
I tell you to understand.
Yeah, do you understand? And I'm saying to myself, oh, because you want to cheat. Let's call it what it is. You want to cheat.
Exactly.
Because this is not a religious thing. Now, it's a religious thing I can understand. Okay, it's a
True, sure.
religious thing. You're supposed to marry more than one wife. Understand me? But this is not like a religious thing now. You just think that because you're a man. If I catch you cheating, I should forgive you because you are a man and and you are polygamous in nature. So tell me, John, are you wired to one woman? Truly wired? Yeah, are you truly wired to one woman? Or you can be honest. On the land, we are honest people.
Right.
We speak the truth.
Honest
Double or
bunch.
more.
We speak the truth.
Or double or more.
So, I, as a person, not even talking about relationships, I struggle so much with doing two things at the same time.
Oh.
Like, seriously. So you can imagine that. For instance, I'm a software developer, and then I have so many projects I work on. But then I've discovered lately that it is difficult. Because when I'm interested in this particular project, when I'm sleeping, when I'm walking on the road, that's all I'm thinking about. And then you get another client calling you that, how far my job? I don't even remember where I stopped in your job.
Hey.
So you can imagine bringing that kind of stuff into... So I'm answering for myself because you asked me directly, not answering for any other person. So I really cannot do it. Even practically sometimes when I get close to a particular lady and we are chatting so much, I automatically disconnect from every other person.
That was another topic for
Right.
Okay, now let me take it off of you
Okay.
and generalize it a bit. Do you think that with everything societal, everything we've read, everything logic, everything spiritual, everything sensible, everything emotional, do you think that men can truly be wired to just one woman? I know that in terms of attractiveness, you can't say that
No,
a man
definitely.
cannot be attracted to multiple women.
No.
But can he possibly stick to just one woman?
Yeah, it's very possible because in all my years of reading, and I don't know so much anyway, but I've never come across any tangible and reasonable writing or material or proof that what you're saying is legal or it's binding or something like that. At least we can see in some other situations, we see some other things, and we know that okay, even though we don't totally understand, we see sense in it and stuff. So saying a man, I can understand. Of course, you can see 2 ladies, 3 ladies, and you're like, this girl is beautiful and stuff like that. But then you have the power to then say, okay, she's beautiful, and then she's beautiful, or she's beautiful. I think, yeah, you get that kind of stuff. So, but then I don't think there's anything like saying you are like your whole being is tied into it. Like you cannot, you just have to. There's nothing like that. It's totally baseless.
Okay, so now most people would argue online that please, this is a man's world. But I beg to tell people now that it's both gender world. Because then it used to be like, what a man can do, a woman should not do it too. She tries it. But you see now, you're saying that hell hath no fury, like a woman scorned. What women do now, if they, I know a particular man that came online to rant. He said, I know I cheated on you, I begged you, I apologized to you. Do you know what she did? That Saturday she dressed up. I don't even know whether she went to cheat, but just that sexy dress that she wore like this, and she walked out like this. The man had headache.
Do me, I do
He came
you.
online to come and rant.
Do me, I do you.
After he did this to her, he begged her. How can she do it? He doesn't even know where she went to. So that what I just said was to say this. What is sauce for the goose?
Sauce for the gander. Exactly.
What you cannot take,
Don't do it.
don't do it.
At all, bro.
It's as simple as that. And just as we wrap up the show, let's just have your final take on it. So you think that men should truly just stick to one woman? They should not spread their tentacles,
At all.
regardless of whatever.
At all.
Regardless of whatever.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever.
Yes.
People see how I'm speaking. I'm speaking almost for you, not for you, but I'm just
No, I'm speaking for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
John,
stand
what
with
do
you
you
guys.
think?
Don't worry.
I stand. I think I basically it's a personal opinion, and I honestly feel like that's the right thing.
Are you sure?
One man,
Perfect.
one
One
woman.
woman.
Perfecto.
Nothing more.
Exactly.
Don't even do like this. Don't blink.
I don't even believe there's polygamy. I believe there's monogamy and cheating.
Take.
If you want to cheat, cheat.
See, this now mind you be. This is yeah. Because I just think that's we're not wired with one woman. It's just an access to cheat. You just want to spread and continue to dominate your seed in different people's fatherland. Kushe,
I mean, adventure is interesting. Anyway.
Kushe, but it's not the work of
Father
the
of
Lord.
many
Go and
nations.
preach the gospel or do something else. Don't go and be disseminating your seed everywhere. Anyway, Two-Face has come out to say he's sorry, but that's not him. I think that particular side where he say it's not him. I was a bit confused because I know you as that's you.
No, that's the spirit that
Which
wired
spirit?
them to.
How many does he have? That's not him. And you were saying you said all those things, a lot of things, and say we should forgive you. That's about in the spirit of forgiveness, we forgive you. Thank you so much for joining us on the lounge, guys. Answer the question: are men truly wired to be with one woman? Let's discuss it in the comment section. Until next week, Thursday. Bye.
Bye, y'all.